Hello, this is Dr. Shani Collins Woods from AskDrShani.com. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Please share this channel and this video with anyone you know who is seeking inspirational vitamins about faith, success, self-care, and just being a positive person, goal-oriented person in general. Today I'm here to talk to you about an important topic. I write about this theme in several of my books, the SHE Devotional, Healthy Love 365, and The Struggle is Real, But You Can Succeed. And that topic is how to get over your ex. In the context of this video, I'm really talking about relationships, someone you've had a dating relationship, an intimate personal relationship with, but it also is applicable to business relationships, any other relationships that are, for the most part, in the past. So why is it important for us to really get over our exes and to move forward, especially for those who are single or looking to find love again or to rekindle, or to give things a fresh start? What's important for you to get over your exes? Because holding on to the past or to something that is dead is just like walking around, you've gone, let's give this analogy, you've gone to the grocery store, you got your juices, your vegetables, all of the wonderful things you need to stock your refrigerator, right? So you have all of these great groceries, and so you bag them up and you go home, but you never, stock your house. So the bags you're carrying, they're just with you every day. You take them to work, you take them to the doctor's office, you take them to go work out, you're just carrying these bags. Not getting over your ex is like carrying extra baggage around with you everywhere you go. And it's going to stink. It is going to just bring a lot of negativity. It's going to attract the wrong energy into your life, if you catch where I'm going. So I'm going to share with you some helpful tips, because I'm a social worker and we believe in encouraging people to move forward, to be positive, to just move forward and to get over the hurt. The first thing you need to do is really understand and contextualize why your relationship did not work, okay? It could be many reasons. Maybe you two were just not compatible. Maybe spiritually you weren't compatible, and that's a big thing. The Bible talks about being equally yoked. Sometimes God, will intervene or interfere with the thing to sort of, get you to move in a different direction because he has something better for you. So sometimes all breakups are not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it could be that, maybe this person was not, treating you well. Maybe they were abusive verbally, maybe they humiliated you or did some things that really violated you as a person and violated your trust and boundaries that you set for yourself. Whatever the reason is, you need to contextualize it and process it. You have to go through a process of understanding what went wrong, analyzing your actions, but also looking at that person's actions and understand that everything is not your fault. So sometimes as women, we can say, well, everything is my fault. Or sometimes if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, they'll make you feel like everything is your fault. So you have to understand everything's not your fault, but go through and assess what went wrong, what was not so great about the relationship. Then you really need to get in touch with your emotions, okay? Before you can heal and move forward, you have to deal with the emotions, okay? If you've been in an intimate partner relationship with somebody, or you've been dating someone, whether it's 6 months or 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, there are going to be emotions there. This is a natural process. You're not going to get over someone in one day, in 1 week, X, Y, and Z. Everybody's different, but I think it's important to really go through a process of healing and, figuring out what's best for you, dealing with your emotions, and sort of, just getting into a process of, making sure that you're connecting with God, with the Spirit, and that you're just really on track with figuring out what's going to be best for you as you try to move forward in your life. So deal with your emotions, because when you don't deal with things, they're going to just consistently come back up. And often when we're talking about our exes, it comes out in anger, bitterness, malice, and that can lead you down the path of ending up on that show called Snapped. And that's not where you want to go, okay? So another thing you need to really think about is, okay, what's holding you back from getting over this person? Whether it's a dating relationship or a business relationship, what's holding you back from moving forward in your life? Are you still just concerned about his or her every move, what they're doing, what they have going on? And, are you mad because they have a new boo or new beau? If you're worried about those things, that's a sign that you are not over your ex. And it's a sign that you are really standing in your own way, that you really need to get to a process of dealing with your feelings and your thoughts about this relationship and figuring out how you're going to move forward, especially if there's no chance of reconciliation, if this person has made it clear to you that, I'm not trying to be with you, I don't want to be with you, I've moved on, I'm married, I'm X, Y, and Z. You need to move forward, point blank, period, and just accept it. And so one of the things that I often see with people, and as I talk to women and men about relationships, is that they're giving people too much power over their emotions. And I write about this in the book, Healthy Love 365. You have to know who you are as a child of God, okay? Sometimes in relationships, we don't break up well, or, there's pain and trauma there, especially if a child is involved. But if you are to move forward in your life, you cannot give someone else full control over how you respond to them every time you see them or every time you have to call them or talk to them, especially if a child is involved. For example, if you are at the grocery store or you're in a space where you see your ex, every time you see him or her, you should not be running and ducking and, getting off track or getting so thrown off. That's a sign that, you still have a lot of emotions there, Remain cool, calm, and collected. Speak. Hey, we speak, and there's nothing wrong with speaking to a person, but if you don't speak, it's okay too. Either way, you're not going to be thrown off of your track and off of, where you're going in your life. So don't give a person that much control over your emotions. Control your emotions and be in control of how you respond when you see people. And it doesn't always have to be a negative interaction. I meet people all the time and they talk about, co-parenting and how they interact with their the child of their father, or the mother of their child, or the father of their child. Some people have really hostile and toxic interactions, and that's probably why the relationship broke up. But every interaction does not have to be that way. You can be in full control and set the tone for how your day is going to go. And always remember, somebody else is watching you. Another thing that you need to do to move forward and to get over your ex, don't stalk their social media, okay? And don't stalk or cyber stalk their new boo's social media. That's a sign that you aren't over the past, okay? People lurk on people's pages and do all of that stuff, and it takes place, but it can really send you on a dangerous path, especially if you are sitting there and saying, well, she didn't do that when we were in a relationship, or he didn't do that with me when I was in a relationship. You're comparing, and you are completely out of the picture. That means that you are going a little bit off track with your thought process, and that can lead you down the wrong path. And remember, our goal is not to end up on Snap, okay? You don't want to do that. So make sure you put a distance between your social media and what you are doing, the activity that you are doing. Don't, get on people's pages stalking them or sending them messages and harassing them. You can end up in serious trouble legally. It's a felony when you start cyber stalking people, when you start contacting them on their jobs and doing all of that stuff. It's really a felony. So be mindful of that. And sometimes we can let our emotions get the best of us to the point where we end up doing things that really are detrimental to us. So don't get yourself caught up on Snap. Don't get yourself locked up trying to keep up with your ex or follow him or follow her. Find a place of healing. That's why I talked about in point 2, deal with your emotions. Get to a place where you're healed, because once you're healed, you shouldn't even be caring what they're doing, because you know that God has something better in store for you. Another point that I learned from reading this wonderful thing, this blog by this lady named Natalie Liu called baggagereclaim.com. You should check her out. She really talked about going no contact. And what this means is that you just cut them off. Like, if the relationship ended, whether it was on good terms or bad terms, if you're going to move forward, you really can't keep, dipping back in the honey pie, right? You can't keep, talking to your baby daddy or to your baby mama or the father of your child or the mother of your child if you're trying to move forward and forge a new relationship or even if you're just trying to move forward and be at a place of peace, maybe not trying to date nobody, but you know, you can't keep dipping back into the same pot of negativity or going back into that same cycle that really led you into this place of being heartbroken or single or whatever you may feel. Okay, so go no contact, and that means, you know, you don't have to change your number, but you can block that person. You can cut off all social media contact. Make sure you know that you are keeping it professional and really, you know, platonic when you see them. If they come up to you and want to rekindle the flame, you know, just be like, we got fire extinguishers over here. We don't need, you know, I ain't got time for that. So I'm all about the fire extinguisher. So put out the flame, okay? That's what I'm saying. Be in control of your own actions, because ultimately, sometimes people like to, you know, get what they can get, and they'll keep it moving, and then you'll be stuck with all of that baggage. So make sure you put some boundaries in place. And finally, I would encourage you to give it to God. If this is somebody you've been dating for 10 years, 15 years, or whatever, even if somebody for 6 months and you just feel like they were the love of your life and you cannot just get over it and move forward, but you know that God has called you to do something different, ask God to heal your broken heart. God is close to the brokenhearted. We've all experienced heartbreaks and setbacks, but I can guarantee you that when you allow God to heal you and tell you and confirm to you who you are as his child, you know, you'll look at relationships and things that happened in the past from a brand new perspective. You'll be able to be set free. One of the things I look at, I watch reality TV show, and there's a popular show that comes on WeTV, and it's about this musical family of sisters, right? I won't call any names, pretty much imagine who I'm talking about. But their mother, the matriarch of their family, went through a very bitter, nasty divorce. The dad was cheating on the mom. But mom is very bitter. If you watch shows, she comes across in a very bitter way, in a very hostile way every time, you know, she speaks about the father. And I think, wow, that's just a really bad place to be in for so many years. And they've been broken up, they've been separated, and I know that relationships hurt, you know, when they go wrong. But I always think to myself when I write and say, you don't want to be that bitter person, because that bitterness is a choice. You know, we can be people of faith all day, but God encourages us to forgive people, to let some things go. You don't want to be that person and look up in your life when you're 70 and 75 and 80 and you still mad about a man or a woman who moved on from you 20, 30 years ago. You want to find peace in your life and be happy, even if you don't have a partner. You can just be happy with who you are and enjoy all that God has given you. And so those are my words to you about getting over an ex. Again, don't give that person too much power over your emotions. See and don't see. Keep it moving and stay positive and stay focused. Don't get on people's pages stalking them and harassing them. You're going to end up on Snap or end up in jail, end up with a felony. Don't worry about what he or she is doing with their new boo. God bless them. God is going to, you know, send you what you need in your life. Go no contact, block. Don't text, don't communicate. And if you have to, make sure it's strictly about the children or whatever, you know, it is that you must communicate about. Visit that website, baggagereclaim.com. It's really good. And finally, again, give it to God and know that God can handle your hurts, and he will give you beauty for ashes. Oh, that's a good book too by Joyce Meyer, and it's a scripture in the Bible, but God will give you beauty for ashes. So that's my inspirational vitamin to you. I hope it blesses your heart. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and be sure to share this channel and this video with others you may know. Until the next time, thank you and God bless.